right, Travis here with the Modern Bay Company. As you guys know, we do Subaru conversions into vintage Volkswagen bay window buses. And today we're doing a quick little tidbit on oil pans. So if you are doing a Subaru conversion, I would highly recommend not running what this is, which is a stock oil pan. The height here is quite tall. And if you're like us, you may eat a rock with it at some point and all your oil may spill out and your engine may seize. So as many of you know, our sister business is called the Shutter Bus. We have a fleet of Volkswagen bay window buses that are photo buses. So we do lots of mountain events here in Colorado. And we had one of our employees, this is years ago, one of our first versions of the conversion. One of our employees accidentally, he was on a mountain road going up Keystone and just ate a rock. And we were running an oil pan like this. And we learned our lesson pretty quickly when I got that phone call and he said, "It won't go anymore." And I was like, "What do you mean it won't go?" As I said before, the engine was seized. And so it was a very sad day for Stella, our bus, for Noah, our employee, and of course for us. So after that, we said, what can we do to solve this problem for our Shutter buses, carried forward into the modern bay to making the most robust Subaru conversion that we can for our clients. So we don't use these oil pans anymore. We've been using these guys now for years. This is a small car oil pan. Shout out to the folks at Small Car for making this guy. This one actually, I don't know if you can zoom in on that or if you can see it. Maybe not zoom in, but can you see what's going on there? Yeah. And you can see it maybe up here as well. Yeah, that's a good detail shot right there. So our Shutter buses, the oil pan is about this far from the ground. That's 3.5, 4 inches. It's not far. When you're going all over Tarnation, all over Colorado, I think Stella, our Shutter bus, has 54,000 miles on it using the Subaru conversion going all over the place. And it's just gonna happen that you're gonna hit stuff. Of all the buses that have had these pans, this is the only one that's ever had a problem. This ate some serious rocks, as you can tell right here, and it started seeping oil from one of these large cracks. You can see the crack on the inside as well that was hit right over here. So this is not a dig on Small Car at all. This is actually a pretty big shout out to them for making a product that can take big rock hits and keep going. But what we're doing today is just doing a quick, hey, look what's out there video, showing you the Small Car pan, showing you the stock pan, and then also showing you one of these guys, which is from Specialized Parts. So first up, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna weigh these guys to see the difference, just to give you guys an idea of the sheer volume of material on each one. So stock oil pan, for people who do run these, you can run the stock pan. They're Outback Motorsports out in California sells a kit where you can actually cut this down and weld on a plate to make it lower capacity, unfortunately, but it also makes it a little beefier. But your sidewalls are still the same stock, relatively thin material. So it's an option. You can do that. We don't have one to show you, but it is an option. So stock oil pan though, as it is, we're looking at 3.9 or 3 pounds, 9 ounces for the weight on that guy. Now, if we look at the Small Car pan here, 7 pounds, 6 ounces, if you can see right there. Boom. So that is not so good at math, but it's roughly twice, a little more than twice, right? Am I doing that right? Something like that. I already forgot what the first one was. I'm on camera, so I have no idea what's going on. 7 pounds, 6 ounces, significantly heavier than the stock pan, and you can feel that weight. Yes, Charlie loves it when I flex on camera because he's embarrassed on my behalf. And so it is what it is. Chris has just entered the shop, so be prepared for lots of noise. All right, so moving on. Sorry, I digress. The Specialized Parts. Chris, definitely be as loud as you can. This is not a YouTube video. Just definitely be loud. I'm trying to do my job. All right, so if we hit the bicep test, Charlie, what do you think?
We need a slow-mo shot. Really tell.
Okay, I don't know. We're about to find out. 5 pounds, 13 ounces. It's almost 6 pounds. So,
that's close, yeah.
But hey, we're in there. Already forgot what this was. 7 pounds, something ounces?
Yeah.
So 5 pounds. So not quite as much material between this one and this one, for what that's worth. So this is likely a beefier pan, although I don't know where that material difference is. The Small Car pan has the cooling fins, which is a little bit of extra weight. And then if we just look in here, I mean, these are very, very similar in design, guys. So you can see the inside of both pans, very similar, how they mount, very similar. I think honestly, so if you look at the mounting surface, the small car pan definitely has a lot more thickness here, you know, on the mounting surface, for what that's worth. And then I'm assuming the sidewall, it's not significantly different, just with a quick, I almost said mouthfeel. That's for like wine taste, right? Wine tasting.
Yeah.
With a quick finger feel. So that's a quick comparison between these three pans. There's also a company that makes shortened pans, but then they extend them out kind of like yay. I think they look kind of alien. I'm not knocking anyone's product. I think they're fine. They've sold like 1 billion of them, according to their website. I'm sure there's a ton of people out there running them. And anyone doing any kind of work in the Subaru conversion space, fantastic. I love it. So use whatever works for you guys. This is just to give you a quick idea of these three pans. If we're doing kind of a full overview of the pans, we're also looking at the shortened sump. So this is the oil pickup or the sump. So what folks do, whether it's small car or otherwise, typically they take the stock sump like this guy, cut this off, and then just shorten the tube and then braze it back together. So we're looking at right there versus right there. You can see the difference in height, and you have to do that because the oil pan is actually shortened. Of course, we use the Fuji Bond factory Subaru RTV to bond these to the engine blocks. And then we do the right torque spec on the bolts when you install them. It's just, you know, word to the wise here. So whatever you guys run, I would definitely use a shortened pan, especially if you have a lowered bus. Even if you don't have a lowered bus, it's just a good idea. That's the video for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leave any questions, comments below, and we're happy to get back to you. Happy to help you however we can with your Subaru conversion in your Volkswagen bay window bus. And we appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.